Coming into this Fatal Fury card this week, what's your what was your favorite fight of the card? What's your favorite fight? What fight intrigues you the most?
This weekend,
Yeah.
I like the whole card. I heard like with Ryan and Rolly. I like Rolly. So I
Hmm.
like Rolly as a person. I met him as a person. A lot of these guys, are that way. People don't understand. Like these people are real people.
Hmm.
Roller cooler than the fan. You know what I'm saying? Rolly ain't no bullshit. He cooler than the fan. So I like Rolly. Physically, like my son said, he never really did gain an opportunity to fight Tank in the first place. He just did because he was on Mayweather promotion. It made sense. He was talking shit. He had built a name for himself. They had him on PBC, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Let's follow the script. Boom, we got a big ass payday. You know what I'm saying? Now we have a name and Rolly Romero, no matter who he fight or what he fight. So I can't say much about the skill, but we know the punching power seems to be real. We haven't seen Ryan Garcia at a full 147. What is this? Is this a catch weight or is it 147?
This one's at 47.
So Rolling not that big either. Rolling little. Rolling not that big at all.
No, he's shorter than
Mm,
us.
he ain't that big as physically. He's not that big. He fought at 135. He not that Rolling not that big. I don't know, bro. I mean, based on size alone and being that Rolling got to go with punching power, and punching power is probably, but he did beat Ryan up, so psychologically he got an advantage on him. I don't know. I ain't got no pick in that one. With I don't got no pick in that fight. With what's his name? Edwin, Devin and Ramirez. I'm gonna have to go with Devin. Ramirez is status quo for what Devin likes. If you look at him, he's the exact same thing. He is the blueprint. So they fucked around and snuck a blueprint. I mean, that's no disrespect to Devin, but they fucked around and snuck a blueprint fight in on you. You know what I'm saying? So he is the blueprint, and I think that Devin gonna shine on him, and I think Devin is supposed to shine on him, and I think for a lot of people he's gonna get back in his good graces. But with some of the others, oh, we saw this and we saw that, and I'm one of those too. I saw it too, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We won't know till we see it again.
I mean, obviously, Ramirez packs a decent punch, not necessarily a knockout puncher, but in the same time, an aggressive fighter, a guy that does throw that left hook. Do you feel like, and it's just as big as Devin, probably the biggest guy Devin has fought other than Ryan Garcia. Do you feel like that might be also a tailor-made type of a
How
thing
tall
for
is he?
Ramirez? I
Yeah.
believe he's probably like 5'8", 5'9". They
That's
stack
what
up
I
pretty
thought. Now
close
he
to
looked
each
a
other.
little. He looked a little bit shorter than Devin.
Yeah, did he?
He did. Um.
I'm gonna call like same size, even type shit.
Yeah, but Devin is a better boxer.
Yeah, for sure.
And Devin is a better boxer, and also people got to understand about that old, and certain mentalities. How old is Ramirez? How old is he?
I got you.
Well, he's a little older. So let me say this: a
Hmm.
lot of it's certain mentalities people got to understand. Like when you a person is so like when Devin kept getting up the first time off Ryan Garcia, he trying to protect that legacy. He trying to protect that. Oh, he trying to, you know what I'm saying? He still had all
32.
32. So he still had all the fight in the world in him. You got Ramirez, who's 32 years old with 6 losses, correct?
Yeah.
He 32 years old with
No,
six
no, no,
losses.
no. He got two losses.
That's it. Who the fuck got six? Oh, that was one Barrios' fault. That was Barrios that fought him. Okay, I'm thinking about two different people. Okay, okay,
Now
okay.
Barrios don't got six losses either.
No, the guy he fought. The guy Barrios fought got 6 losses.
Oh, okay.
No, look, yeah. I'm always everywhere, and sometimes I get that shit mixed up.
Ramos, he talking about.
Ramos got 6 losses. Okay, well, shit, we got to change everything I was just saying then. I don't know. I don't know. My mind was somewhere else. I don't know. I thought it was.
Also, you didn't see them match up square off.
I saw them square off. He looked a little small or whatever, but I'm not that familiar with Ramirez to make a solid, what I'm saying, determination. I'm not that familiar with it. So you got to
Okay.
scratch everything I just said. I was thinking about Ramos.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah. Um, the promo's really good for this fight as well. I don't know if you've been able to see it. Um, but what do you think about Teofimo Lopez and Barbosa?
I think that's an easy fight.
7 inches. Want to try it again? Sounds about right. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Pause. What the fuck?
The
Yeah, that was
fuck?
crazy. That
All
was
right,
crazy.
seven.
I just clicked something and yeah, nasty work.
T.O. and Barbosa. I think that's an even fight.
Even Stevens on that one.
That's definitely even Stevens. I mean, of course, T.O. got the most athleticism. He got more athleticism than Barbosa.
Right.
Um, I mean, we never seen
Faster.
Barbosa. He fast, yeah, but we never seen Barbosa lose. And like I just told you, the fight to keep that O and the opportunity and the stage he's on, depending on his mental, it drives people. Let me ask you a question. You watched the BLK Browns fight that I was at?
No, did it?
All right, because one of my guys that fought, he lost, but man, if anybody saw the heart that he put out, man, that's what I was about to talk about. Like some of these guys, man, they got a heart of like the heart is it can only be duplicated. It can't be outdone. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right? Because all you can do is what you can do. So when the
Hmm.
motherfucker give you his all, that's why people, I think people sell that short. When the motherfucker give you his all. So I'm saying that to say we don't know what Barbosa's gonna do at the end of the day to keep to keep that legacy going, to keep this opportunity. We don't know what Barbosa is gonna do. So I'm not counting Barbosa out. It's a even. I mean, I see it being a good weekend of boxing. That's how I see it. I'm just watching it as a fan. I'm not watching it with nobody want nobody to win. That's of course the ones that would benefit us or not benefit us will be Ryan and Rolly Romero. But I don't even really care about the winner of that. You know what I'm saying? I was told that our name was tossed around in Ryan camp though. I was told that by a good source. So that would be good. I don't even know if I told my son. I think I did tell him, but he brushed it off because, of course, he got to fight Jensen Soccer. We ain't worried about Ryan.
No, I
Yeah.
mentioned it to his father as well. I forget what he said, but I mentioned it to his father.
So Ryan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they know. They know. So our name was tossed around in their camp. I don't know why or what, but it was definitely tossed around in their camp as a potential opponent. So we would absolutely welcome that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts if Ryan wins his next fight, Boots wins his next fight, they get it on?
again, just like my son said, depends on where Ryan show up. If the Ryan show up that fought Devin, he ain't winning shit. He gonna gas out. But this Ryan that's out there now seems a little more serious. He seems a little more level headed. Well, a lot more level headed, not a little more. He seems a lot more level headed, a lot serious, more serious. He should be training and doing what he need to do if he ain't got the wild antics going or whatever else. Because he was a mess that last fight. Even in the victory or short lived victory, he was a fucking mess in that fight. He did not look good at all. People only saw the knockdowns or whatever else, but when looking at the skill wise, he looked like dog shit. He really did. So I would have to favor Boots in that one.
Mm, mm. Um, what about obviously if Devin Haney wins his next fight, that will be terminated and they would be doing their rematch. Who would you favor in the rematch?
Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia.
That's right.
Realistically, out of experience, I would have to say Ryan Garcia simply for the fact that Devin ain't gonna be able to get that out of his head. I don't think.
Mm.
I don't think he's gonna be able to get out. Not definitely not so soon. Zab, we was on here. We was on here when Zab said it. Zab said one time he was like, the best way to get over a loss like that is get your ass right back in the ring. Remember that?
Yep, yep.
He said it on here. Yeah, I didn't even think about it that way till Zab said it. I gave him props for that. I said, damn, bro, you gave me a new train of thought. And he right. He right. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he gives a lot of wisdom out.
Yeah. He's absolutely. I think of it as a fighter myself, but I only think it from my point of view. But with another fighter that you can respect, you think about it, you know what? You fucking forget. You know what I'm saying? You forget. You clearly forget. You forget that this person did this. You forget this person did that, and you really start to believe it was Osterine. And I'm just giving examples. You may really start to believe it was Osterine. You may really start to believe that he had this what's called advantage that he don't have, and this and that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like coming off such a a long ass layoff like that, And I know it's simmered in his brain because that's just only natural for somebody to do and watch the fight over and over again. I don't think it'll be good for him right now, though, but we'll see.